What's up, guys? It's Fatal. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a Gekko guide on Ascent, where we cover attack and defense, and I'm going to be showing you lineups for both his Molly and his Flash. We're going to cover attack first on the B site. The first lineup is going to be for his mosh pit, and this is mostly going to be for a delayed hit, or if you guys are playing slow and making no noise. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come into this corner. You're going to aim your crosshair, not at this antenna, but right here on this corner, right? And when you jump, you're going to hit this little ledge and it's going to push you forward, but you want that to happen. So you'll line up here and you'll jump and throw, and it's going to land on stairs. It's going to cover this entire area. The second lineup is going to be for the same thing, but it's going to land a little bit faster. You're going to be able to play up with your team a lot faster and trade them. So you're going to come to this plank right here. You're going to aim at the corner of this window. You're going to pull your mosh pit out. You're going to take a step and throw. It's going to go over the roof. It's going to land stairs. Going to serve as the same purpose. It's just going to be land a lot faster. It's going to be faster for your team. This next lineup is going to be my favorite because it clears logs and stops the market push out at the same time. So what you're going to do is you're going to come to this corner and you see the edge of this banner right here, the giraffe banner. You're going to put your crosshair above it at this pipe. And what you're going to do is you're going to run forward, and when the giraffe's nose touches the bottom of the window, you're going to throw. So I come to the corner, line it up. I throw the molly. Lands right here. And even if they're standing right here, they're still going to get hit by it. Even if they don't get hit for 150 because they're not in the center, they're still getting hit. And at the same time, even if your team's smoked off, you literally can just spam this and it's pretty much a free kill. The added bonus from this lineup is while it does stop the push out from market, it also kind of pushes them back further because it reaches all the way into here on the left side. So it's pretty insane. I never really tested throwing the same one that I threw from B main, but from mid instead. If you're able to get to this corner, all I did was I aimed here at the bottom of this window, and I put the right wing of the wingman right here on this corner, and I jumped through. It lands in a really good spot. Okay, yeah, that's busted. Oh, I cleared. Yeah, so it serves the same purpose as the B main one, but just in case like you wanted to lurk. Okay, now we're gonna go over B Postplant. All you have to do is stand here, you put your crosshair at the tip of this little iceberg thing, throw it. Lands right behind the default boxes. It's a very common plant spot for most teams. Now, with that being said, a lot of people don't plant here and they plant here in the corner. And the reason why people plant in this corner is because it's an easy spam from here. So if instead you want your molly to have more spread and be able to cover that corner, you're going to take your ultimate, your little fish. The top of my fish's fin right here is going to be aligned up with this little orange piece. So not the right one, but the left one. It's going to be lined up at the top here. You're going to throw it. It's going to land here. Majority of the damage is going to be done here. I think that's pretty much center. There's not a lot of like dark green. So since it's light, it's going to do 150 in this area. If you want a faster one for the default plant spot, all you have to do is stand here in this corner. You're going to aim at the tree. You're going to go directly vertical. You're going to aim above the windowsill a little bit. And you're going to run and throw. Going to bounce off the wall. It's going to land here. It's going to cover all this area. You know what I mean? It's going to get him to back off at least. But because you're running already and throwing, like, you're going to be so much closer to sight. You'll be able to play off of it a lot easier. Okay, now I'll show you guys the one mid lineup I have. What you're going to do is you're going to come line up with this wall. You're going to look in this area, but you're going to put the line in between your dizzy and your ultimate right at the corner. And then you're going to jump throw. And this lands in a really good spot. Because it literally clears all of pizza and they can't even sit up on top of this box. Okay, now we'll cover another mid help lineup. So if your team wants to take mid control or split A through cat, this is going to help your teammates take cat. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand here in the corner of this box, and you see this pillar right here. There's a shadow, and the shadow goes in a straight line. You're going to take your mosh pit. You're going to take the right tip, but instead of putting it on the corner of the shadow, you're going to bring it over a little bit, and then you're just going to throw. I like this because it covers this corner, and it even covers this second jump up box too. So the only place that they can be is here. Okay, now we're going to cover the A site and the post plant. A lot of people hide behind dice and a lot of people hide behind gen. Those are going to be the two most common spots people are going to be throwing Gekko's mosh pit. So for dice, above the right click, there's a diamond. You're going to put the diamond right on this corner of this ledge. Take one step and throw. It's going to land right here. Going to clear all of this. It pushes them back. If they try and tuck in this corner, it clears that as well. Now to clear generator, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to stand in this corner. If you're going to put your crosshair right here at the not all the way at the tip, maybe a little bit lower, but you're gonna put it right here at the tip of this fracture or iceberg or whatever the hell it is. You're gonna throw it. It's gonna land right here. It's gonna clear all that. I know for a fact there's one that lands like at the end of generator, and this obviously covers a lot more area, and if someone is standing on top of gen, it serves the same purpose. It just covers a little bit more area, but regardless if it lands there or if it lands here, they're still completely getting pushed out and forced to peak. Now with that being said, those two common plant spots on A are right here on generator, right here on dice. So for the post plant lineup for dice, come back here to this corner. You're gonna do the same thing as if you were trying to throw it behind dice, but instead of running, you're just gonna stand and throw it regular. So you're gonna put your diamond right here on this corner, right above, put the diamond there, and you're just gonna throw, and it's gonna land right here on dice. Easy peasy. Now for the generator lineup, I do have one for over here. I'll show you guys that one in a second. I think this one's a little more practical because immediately after throwing it, you can hold for the push. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand in this corner and you're gonna look at this light bulb, and with the dizzy icon, you're gonna put the side of the icon like kind of right next to the light bulb and make sure that the little tip right above it is touching the wire, the line. It's all lined up. You're just gonna sit here and throw it. It's gonna land directly on that spot. Now for the other lineup back here, you're gonna take the wingman icon, the owl. You're gonna put the tip of the owl right here in this corner. So you're gonna put it right here on this corner. You're just gonna throw it. It's gonna land on top of generator, just like that. Now another thing for attack side, especially on A, not entirely sure if this is a bug, but as of right now, Gekko Molly can destroy Killjoy ultimate. So if you come here and stand right here on this pipe, you're gonna take the mosh pit icon and you're gonna look right here. So not right here on this little kink, but there's a little crevice right here. So you're gonna stand here and you're gonna put the mosh pit right here in that little crevice. You're just gonna stand here and throw it. It's gonna land right here. And even if KJ ult is here, since it's landing here, it's gonna destroy the ult. It will destroy it. Now for A, there's not a ton of insane flashes to be throwing, right? If you are standing low and you throw a flash like this, it will see heaven, gen, dice, but the thing that is not going to clear a flash is these closer angles. So if you want to have that kind of impact for your team, you just have to gonna come here up on this bike, get on top of these boxes, and then once your team is ready to push, go run, jump, throw, and it's gonna clear a lot more. Now we're gonna cover defense. Same thing about KJ ult. You're gonna stand here in this corner. Most people KJ ult in this corner. There's a little gap in between these leaves here, right? Big gap and then smaller gap. This leaf right here, you want to aim your crosshair like in the center. You're just gonna pull your mosh pit out and throw it, and it lands in a way where the dark green isn't in the corners. Like this is mostly light green, so it's gonna do the full one. It should do the full 150 damage. But that being said, not a ton of other mosh pit lineups. Like obviously for defense, it's really just gonna be retake stuff. So I know one here for gen. So if you come to this corner right here, so I'm looking right at the corner of this. So keep your eye on that, and now look at the ultimate. Look where I'm putting the corner on it. So I'm gonna pull out my mosh pit. I'm gonna throw that. Gonna go all the way over, and it's just gonna land like that, fully clearing generator for you guys. So you guys are gonna be able to retake site. You won't have to worry about gen. Now for B site / mid, you want to make sure you're standing in market here if you wanted to fight mid, or if you want a teammate to peek off of you on catwalk. If you get someone to smoke tiles and they've been mid splitting or they've been A splitting a lot, all you have to do is aim through this little cubby, like stand in this general area, maybe on this line. You just aim here and you just throw your dizzy. Look how high it is. It sees so much. And the nice thing about it is that when it lands in cover. You can safely cross and pick your flash back up. And now after 10 seconds, you'll get it again. For actual B site, it's the same concept. You're looking to help your team. You call that you're flashing. You stand in this general area and you can jump throw. And it's going to get the entire walkout. So this is kind of like serving the same purpose as a Sova dart as they're starting to push out of the smoke. So if they started to push out and you throw that flash, just make sure that you're communicating it to your team. That way they can peek off of it and get free kills. And then the only other real lineup I found as far as retake goes was I tried looking for one that was a little more practical from CT, but the spread, the area that it covers, isn't as good. So I'm pushed all the way up against the wall. I'm lining up the edge of this wall with these pipes back here. And then I'm just going to put my crosshair in the center of the pipes. And then I'm going to go like above the lantern. And I just throw it. And it lands right here. And as you can see, the spread is insane. So it's really, really good for forcing them to push to this side. It's going to help your teammates take lane because they know they're not going to get peeked from this side. They're going to be trying to run out of the mosh pit. It's going to help the stairs people because they know to just hold for the swing on the other side. There's not much else as far as like retake lineups with the mosh pit or anything like that, or flash. I will say though, as far as countering KJ ult, you can just stand right here in this general area. And if you aim above the window, aim at this darker line, pull out your mosh pit and just throw it. It'll land on the box, and even right here, it'll destroy it. That's all I have for you guys today. I've done some limit testing here and there. I'm sure there's more to be found. And if you guys have any suggestions, maybe another map that you guys want to see some Gekko lineups on, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.